Hello all informers, welcome to the Lopius channel. In here, we will discuss some information that you already know or you don't know. Before that, let's opening first.
About 300 million years ago, Earth didn't have 7 continents, but instead one massive supercontinent called Pangaea, which was surrounded by a single ocean called Panthalassa. The explanation for Pangaea's formation ushered in the modern theory of plate tectonics, which posits that the Earth's outer shell is broken up into several plates that slide over Earth's rocky shell, the mantle. Over the course of the planet's 4.5 billion year history, several supercontinents have formed and broken up, a result of churning and circulation in the Earth's mantle, which makes up 84% of the planet's volume, according to the U.S. Geological Survey. This breakup and formation of supercontinents has dramatically altered the planet's history. This is what's driven the entire evolution of the planet through time. This is the major backbeat of the planet, said Brendan Murphy, a geology professor at the St. Francis Xavier University, in Antigonish, Nova Scotia. Pangaea's history. More than a century ago, the scientist Alfred Wegener proposed the notion of an ancient supercontinent, which he named Pangaea, sometimes spelled Pangaea, after putting together several lines of evidence. The first and most obvious was that the continents fit together like a tongue and groove, something that was quite noticeable on any accurate map, Murphy said. Another telltale hint that Earth's continents were all one land mass comes from the geologic record. Coal deposits found in Pennsylvania have a similar composition to those spanning across Poland, Great Britain and Germany from the same time period. That indicates that North America and Europe must have once been a single landmass. And the orientation of magnetic minerals in geologic sediments reveals how Earth's magnetic poles migrated over geologic time, Murphy said. In the fossil record, identical plants, such as the extinct seed fern Glossopteris, are found on now widely disparate continents. And mountain chains that now lie on different continents, such as the Appalachians in the United States and the Atlas Mountains spanning Morocco, Algeria and Tunisia, were all part of the Central Pangaea Mountains, formed through the collision of the supercontinents Gondwana and Laurussia. The word Pangaea comes from the Greek pan, which means all, and Gaia or earth, according to the online etymology dictionary. The supercontinent formed through a gradual process spanning a few hundred million years. In the early Phanerozoic Eon, 541 million years ago to now, almost all of the continents were in the southern hemisphere, with Gondwana, the largest continent, spanning from the South Pole to the equator, according to a chapter in the scientific book Ancient Supercontinents and the Paleogeography of Earth, Elsevier, 2021. The northern hemisphere was largely covered by the Panthallassic Ocean. Another ocean, called Iapetus, after a mythical Greek titan, between the paleocontinents Laurentia, Baltica and Gondwana, began to close during the Ordovician period, 485 million to 444 million years ago, and then disappeared during the Silurian period, 444 million to 419 million years ago, when Baltica and Avalonia collided with Laurentia to form Laurussia, according to the chapter Phanerozoic, Paleogeography and Pangaea. Finally, about 320 million years ago, there was a major collision, geologically speaking, when Gondwana, Laurussia, and intervening terrains collided to form the Pangaea supercontinent, according to the chapter, written by Earth scientists Trond Torsvik, Matthew Dahlmeyer and Robin Cox. However, Pangaea wasn't the megalith most people think it is. Pangaea never included all the continents at any one time, according to the chapter. For instance, the Paleotethys Ocean to the east of Pangaea remained wide throughout the Carboniferous, 359 million to 299 million years ago, and presented something of a barrier between the supercontinent and a number of large, independent Asian terrains, including Darim, North China, South China, and Anomia. Later, during the Permian period, 299 million to 251 million years ago, many former peri-Gondwanan terrains drifted off the northeast Gondwana margin, commencing the opening of the Neotethys Ocean, according to the chapter. When did Pangaea break apart? Pangaea broke up in several phases between 195 million and 170 million years ago. The breakup began about 195 million years ago in the early Jurassic period, when the Central Atlantic Ocean opened, according to the chapter. The supercontinent fractured largely along previous sutures. Gondwana, what is now Africa, South America, Antarctica, India and Australia, first split from Laurasia, Eurasia and North America. Then about 150 million years ago, Gondwana broke up. India peeled off from Antarctica, and Africa and South America rift, according to a 1970 article in the Journal of Geophysical Research. Around 60 million years ago, North America split off from Eurasia.